We should be arriving soon on the red planet Mars. This planet is the fourth of the terrestrial planets, meaning it has a largely solid surface and is smaller in size when compared to the gas giants past the comet belt. Mars has two moons named Phobos and Deimos, given the Greek names of figures important to the god of war. Mars houses the largest volcano in the solar system, that being Olympus Mons. It also has approximately half the diameter of Earth, making it the second smallest planet in the solar system. Luckily enough, however, Mars was large enough for humanity to have built up its atmosphere for suitable habitation. So, human life was able to sustainably exist on Mars, as it was a slow terraform to be similar to our own. However, due to its mass, it yields a small gravitational pull on the people who visit or are born here, thus meaning that anyone born on the planet is likely to have a weaker bone structure than us, earthen humans. So please, be careful to not harm any other human beings while visiting. Also, along these terms, thanks to the lunar ambassador, our universal translator has been updated with the modern catalogs of the Solar Confederation, so there should be very little trouble with communicating with locals. With that being said, you should be fine to exit the ship once we have fully landed. As previously mentioned, a sustainable atmosphere has been built up. But, as always, stay safe. Hello again. I assume you are making your way out of the shuttle. Well, I'll just let you on through. There's no need for any atmospheric suit, and, well, you shouldn't be crushed by gravity, to my knowledge. It would be very unfortunate if you had a weak bone structure coming from Earth. Well, anyways, enjoy your time on Mars. Hello? Hello? Stranger? I know you just got off your ship, but, can you help me for a second? Well, I was just wondering if I could get your help with some farming. Now, I hate to bother you because I don't really know much about you. You may be busy and all, but, I was informed earlier today that one of my fellow farmers was going to help me today, but, he was down sick with the old flu, and, well, I know he needs the rest to get better, and I was out here looking for any free hands, and there weren't any people with any free time, so you wouldn't mind helping out. Good. That's great to hear. Well, I'm farming potatoes around these parts, and it's getting near the season to start planting that way down the line. The whole community will have enough to eat in future comings, so, and if I just do it right enough, hopefully more than enough to eat. So, I just need your help with seeding the ground. It really isn't much work other than loading the machine, I tell you. That's all we really have to do. Then, from there, I can seed the soil using this here seeder, but we have to get the bags of seed over to deposit in the machine. It really isn't all too hard. I just need someone to help me with it. The bag of seeds? Well, here, just follow me. I can show you. So, what brings you here to this side of Mars? Well, I saw you come in from that shuttle over yonder, and I haven't seen you around here, so I kinda just assumed that you were from some other side of Mars. Or maybe some other planet, but definitely not this side of Mars. Of course, I could be wrong. so feel free to correct me on that matter if I'm wrong. Oh, so you aren't from around here. Well, and I don't mean to pry or be nosy, but if I may ask, where might you be from? Earth? You're funny, aren't you? Why, last I heard, Earth was still in a large amount of turmoil. Wait a minute. You must be one of those lunatics who thinks they are from Earth? I mean, you have to take responsibility for your primary planet, despite being a satellite, and you start thinking you're a planet? Not to nag on your lunar republic, as they call it. It's a lovely place, from what I've heard, but there is a serious amount of Earthling worship on that moon. And the Lunar Republic is a bit ostentatious. It's not the only republic that is made of a moon. It's not even the largest. But since they were the first, they got the name. Oh, I'm criticizing where I shouldn't be, aren't I? I just say those things because my pops is from Phobos. I've heard too many of those Cynthians called Phobos and Deimos second-rate satellites. Well, anyways, sorry about that. I have no qualms with you. Cynthians are nice people. It's just a little unnerving when they start to claim they are Earthlings themselves. And they are weirdly uptight about calling Earthlings guides. I don't even know if Earthlings like to be called guides. They're alright with it? Of course, a Cynthian would say that. Why do you keep saying that you're from Earth? As I said, I'm not falling for that. What do you mean you can show me? How can you show me? Well, I see that. It's a pretty big rock, but what about it? I've seen plenty of big rocks in my time. That doesn't prove you're an Earthling. I mean, it is certainly heavy, but it's Martian, not an Earth rock. You can't fool me. So what's the rock have anything to do with this? What are you doing? You think you can lift that rock? I knew you were a fool, but I could never imagine you were this foolish. What? What in the worlds? Hold on. How'd you do that? That doesn't make no sense. Are you some type of weightlifter? An Earth-adjusted muscle and bone structure, you say? Perhaps you are right about being an Earthling. Well, I apologize for my skepticism, but I can hope you understand its origins, at the very least. Regardless, that is genuinely, for lack of a better term, crazy. I cannot believe that you are actually from Earth, the collapsed planet. So, well, you got to tell me, are there more of you? There are. Well, I shouldn't get carried away. We should just finish this work, shouldn't we? Wow, a real genuine Earthling. Oh, I guess I should probably ask if I can call you an Earthling now, shouldn't I? No problem with it. Alright, that's good to hear. An Earthling on Mars, and I'm the first to know. That is crazy. So, I'm assuming that you're not just visiting Mars. I mean, Mars is a great place and all, but, I mean, come on. Everyone wants to visit them fun districts in Venus. Oh, so you are visiting around the system, and you've been to the moon. So you've met them Synthians themselves. Well, I guess you can understand why I was talking the way I was. Anyways, if you are visiting Mars on such a mission, why would you go to the rural area with a small population? I mean, I would think that you would like to go to the big, vibrant, bustling cities, the economic, political, social, darn near everything, all center of any planet, really. Oh, no, you just kind of landed here, and I dragged you to the countryside. Well, I'll be darned. Hopefully there are people that do go to the city. Oh, that's good to hear. What was that? Joining you on your expedition? Can I do that? Is that allowed? Aren't there like rules and regulations that say I can't? Well, yeah, of course. I don't have any formal training. Most people who might have formal training are commerce agents or diplomats or something or the other like that. Of course, my mama always told me I could be an astronaut if I really wanted to. So, I guess I could give it a try. I'm strong. I've got a strong gut. I could take it. Sure, I'll go. Oh, that's interesting to hear. So the Synthian didn't accept. Well, I suppose it makes sense. They have a very small gravity to deal with. Here on Mars, we don't have to deal with that as much. It's still a problem. I might have to ask my gran for an exo-suit to hold up my skeletal structure against Earth's gravitational forces. Actually, I think I got a spare one in my tractor. Well, my great to the great grandpappy was a former member of the Intergalactic Navy when they had that, and they were all given those exosuits which can adapt to different gravitational zones. In his service, he was given this here piece of land, which his great-great-grandson communalized to benefit the local community. But my family has kept the exosuit in our hands for generations. It ain't state of the line, but it should do. Once we drop off these seeds, I'll go grab it and tell my family I'll be leaving. Well, I'm not sure if Mr. the Ambassador of the Moon had one. He probably was an elected official to greet people coming on the planet. Mars has one. I know that for sure. But she doesn't leave the planet, and kinda isn't allowed to. Alright. I'm glad I could explain. Well, it would seem as if we are here, back at the Cedar. So, while you put the seed in the machine, I'll go grab the exosuit. Well, I've darn near got it. So, I guess you will show me to the ship? Alright, I'll just follow you then. Man, I'm going to space. That's crazy. I can't wait to tell my family about what it's like. Whoa, how did I not see this? This is enormous. From the distance I was, it kind of looked a little bit smaller than it is right now. Well, I'm supposing this is your ship. Well, I'll be darned. So it does open. Well, of course it does. That makes sense. Hello. Welcome back. Oh, and it seems you brought a friend. You must be a Martian. Why, yes, I am. How could you tell? Well, I have the catalog of all passengers and crewmates aboard this vessel, and your face and frame is very unfamiliar. So, I suppose you'll be joining us on the rest of the mission? Well, I would very much like to, if that is okay on your part. I think I can help a thing or two when it comes to the other planets. Maybe. And I'm sure I would be very glad to assist the re-emerging Earthlings. I think it'd be great to do, you know? Well, that's great to hear. Well, if you will just come with me so I can get you registered in our catalogs and get you a room. You might have to share a room, but hopefully that should be fine. I think I can do that. And this will be your room. Oh, I get to share a room with you. That's great. Well, I suppose I'll just take whatever bed is left. Anyways, I best be getting to sleep. I'm rather tired, actually. Hello, passengers and crew. This is your primary navigator speaking. I would like to inform you all that we will be having a new member on the ship, who joins us from Mars. I would like to formally welcome our Martian friend, Jebediah Quinticus, a farmer from Mars who is willing to help with interplanetary communication. This has been a great step forward towards reconnection, and we greatly appreciate his bravery and service. With that, all passengers and crew, please get into a safe and secure position as we are preparing to have liftoff. I repeat, we are preparing to lift off, so please get to a safe and secure position and strap yourself in. We will soon be making our journey to Venus, the sister planet of Earth. This planet is of a similar size and mass to Earth. However, its atmosphere was filled with more greenhouse gases than that of Earth, creating a less apt environment for life. However, as always, humans overcame such a challenge, starting with floating cities in the atmospheric layer with little to none noxious fumes. The human population began to settle in order to prepare for the eventual colonization of the surface, in order to extract valuable resources. Funnily enough, this toxic, deadly atmosphere quite interestingly contradicts the origin of the planet's name, Venus, the Roman goddess of love. Or maybe it doesn't. It really depends on your experience with love. Regardless, once we have traveled to Venus, we will have traveled to two planets which gave their symbols to the classic genres of humanity, with the symbol of Mars denoting males, and the symbol of Venus denoting females. Venus, too, was the second planet after Mars for humans to travel to, and, in the stories of the Romans, an ancestor of Romulus and Remus through Aeneas. So, with such connection, it is only logical that humanity reconnects with this lovely planet as we launch off in T-3, 2, 1. Blast off.